So Chad, I was thinking, you guys heard that Betty and Barney Hill story? They got abducted by ETs? Yeah, I heard it too. So if you don't know the story, Betty and Barney was an interracial couple married at the time in like the 1960s, I believe, in New Hampshire during a very, very racist times too. Not like nothing changed, but hey. Anywho, so Betty and Barney were, allegedly abducted and like had no recollection of it. Betty had dreams for 5 nights in a row and she didn't even know what they were about. Barney couldn't really remember anything. But they did start, noticing time was lost and certain things wasn't adding up. So eventually then they got sleep hypnosis where they were brought back to that day and had to recall everything that went on. For Barney, he was in some type of sleep trance type of state that he can walk and he can listen to them, but his eyes was closed the whole time. Betty, she was up and active the whole time, communicating with them, like even getting into it with a few of them. Betty the whole time was like, Barney, Barney, Barney. It was hilarious, but the tapes are up on the tube if you want to go check them out. The tapes are still up. But this is a very, very famous story. To this day, we don't even know why they got taken. The aliens said they were doing tests on them. We don't know what they were testing for. But at the time, it was very, very strange for a white woman and black man to be married. So I don't know if they were trying to figure out how different they are, how they see love. I don't know. Betty even said she tried to take a book back off the ship. And they took it back from her like, nah, sis, nah. We said, we're going to let you go. You can't take our stuff with you. So, Chad, I thought it was a very interesting story. Because me and my cousin have a similar story. But here's how we differ. We seen an aircraft over our head one night. Then it just flew into the horizon. We didn't hear no engines, no sound. They had one light in the front of the craft. So we thought it was just, passing us and we just didn't hear. But someone asked us a question when we told our story. What if you guys were being dropped off? Chad, we never thought of that. And I know you're asking, you didn't realize any time lost? No, we in the country in Louisiana, we hang out in the yard all day, all night. Chilling, vibing. So I'm thinking I might go into some sleep hypnosis and figure out what happened that night. Because I think that's crazy, Chad. And for me to be this now, today, one of these kind of creators, and I wasn't even doing content then, it got me a little bit, All right, chat. Let me know if you want to hear more about this or more about Betty and Barney, but the video's getting too long. Don't forget to engage from the bottom up, repost, save, comment, like, and of course follow. As always, TikTok, this is only for allegedly